Apollo's already in the game. Hello, and welcome back to Rocket League. We are going into yet another game. This time we're going against Apollo Vizion. Vision? I don't know. Anyway, so this is Rocket League. It's a game. For those of you who don't know how it works, oh, they're joining. Okay, I gotta join. For those of you who don't know how this game works, it's very, very simple. You have two teams of 3 players each. Everyone's in a car. Each round is... Coach, you put the Willow Canyon logo over the clock. Yep, let me move the clock, guys. Or, let me move the logo. Put it in the corner. There we go. That better? Yeah, that's better. Alright, so, for those of you who don't know how this works, you have 2 teams of 3 players, each in cars. There is a 5-minute clock for each round. Whichever team scores the ball by getting it to the other team's goal, so whichever team scores the most by the end of the 5-minute clock, they win the round. The first team to win 3 rounds wins the game. So, most points at the end of the clock wins the round. 3 rounds, you win the game. Make sense? No? Too bad. I'm moving on anyway. Alright, so, we have Melonhead hit the ball over onto Willow Canyon side of the field. Upfix hits the ball up into the air and directly in front of the goal, but Yukio is there to block it and hit it away. Someone demoed Yukio, or Yukio demoed someone. Honestly, I'm not paying much attention. Yukio hits the ball against the wall on... Who's this? Apollo Vizion. Apollo Vizion. I can't. OTP Ice, I'm gonna call him OTP, hits the ball over towards the goal, but Melonhead hits it back, and now it's back over onto Willow Canyon's side of the field, close to Willow Canyon's goal. Melonhead does a backflip, hits the ball towards the goal, but Vortex is there, blocks it, hits up into the air. Melonhead does another hit and jump to hit the ball in front of the goal, but Upfix immediately takes it away and hits it back over towards Apollo Vizion, this side of the field. OTP hits the ball down onto the ground. Yukio hits the ball over onto the wall, and Upfix demoed Melonhead. Now, a demolition, means that the player who was on the receiving end of the demo is out for a few seconds. They are just out for a few seconds. So it can be a very good advantage if you coincide a demo with a push forward, and Upfix scores. I almost said Yukio. Their names are way too similar. Upfix scores. That means that Willow Canyon is up 1-0. Alrighty. Sorry. No problem. You guys can't see the chat, but Yukio said sorry 3 times, and Vortex said no problem 3 times. Anyway, so the ball is on Apollo Vizion's side of the field. Melonhead hits the ball. Captain Cool. He clearly is the coolest of all of us. His name is Captain Cool, for goodness sake. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is so hard to do a serious announcer voice with all these ridiculous names. Anyway, Upfix saves the ball from going into the goal, and takes the ball over towards Melonhead, who hits the ball back over towards Willow Canyon's goal, but Vortex does an amazing wall shot leading into an aerial to hit the ball back over onto Apollo to the onside of the field. You do realize the stream can hear you yelling, right? Anyway, OTP hits the ball over onto Willow Canyon's side of the field, and Vortex is there to intercept. The ball is up in the air, headed back towards Apollo, but Melonhead is there to block it, and hits it towards Upfix, who takes it down over towards someone, but managed to hit it past them and over onto Apollo's side of the field. Yukio follows up with an aerial to hit the ball down towards the goal, and Vortex hits the ball up off the wall and over in front of the goal once more. However, Melonhead hits it away before anyone can get to it. Upfix hits the ball up into the air and over towards Upfix again. He aerialed the ball to himself. That was pretty impressive. Upfix then hits the ball over towards the goal, but Captain Cool knocks it back towards Yukio, who hits the ball up into the air, off the wall, and over back onto Apollo's side of the field. Yukio then hits the ball down to OTP. OTP hits the ball over onto Willow Canyon's side of the field, and Upfix is there to intercept. Also, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we moved the player camera a little bit, so now you can see Thomas. Thomas is the guy that's right next to the camera. Normally you can't see him because he's out of frame, but now you can see him. Right. Anyway, so Vortex hits the ball off the wall and over towards Apollo's goal once more. However, OTP hits the ball over towards Upfix, and with 40 seconds left on the clock and only a 1-point difference, it is anybody's game still. This is a close one, folks. OTP hits the ball over onto his own side of the field because Vortex hit him into the ball. 30 seconds left on the clock. Vortex hits the ball up off the wall and over into the air, then missed an aerial, followed by Upfix missing an aerial, and Melonhead hitting the ball towards Willow Canyon's goal. Yukio hits the ball off of Melonhead and over towards Upfix, who hits the ball. Oh, 2 people just demoed each other at the same time. Yukio and Melonhead demoed each other. That is not a common occurrence. Capsize Karen says, "Go Willow!" Yes, I agree, go Willow. And that's time. The clock has run out, so the second the ball hits the ground, the round will end. But if they can hit the ball in before the ball hits the ground, then it'll go into overtime, and it'll be first person to score wins. So let's see what happens. And the ball hit the ground! Round 1 goes to Willow Canyon! Nice job, guys. You're welcome. We got good team chemistry here. I can say nice job, and Pedro will respond, thank you. And you too. That is round 1 to Willow Canyon. Just a reminder, the first team to win 3 rounds wins the game. Alright. Oh my gosh. I swear I drank my weekly soda before the game. I don't know why I'm so tired. Anyway, so we are going into round 2. Outlast them. Yes, we must outlast them. We can make it before they can make it, then we make it. You get it? You get it? Do you guys get it? Anyway, Upfix hits the ball down and onto the ground and over towards the goal, but Melonhead hits the ball back over to Vortex, who hits it in the first 16 seconds of the game, and Vortex scores for Willow Canyon, putting the score at 1-0 Willow Canyon's favor. It's a great start to round 2. Let's go, Vortex. Alright. Going back in for yet another kickoff, and Apollo wins the kickoff, but Upfix is there to intercept. Capsized Karen says that was bad. Yeah, bad for them. Alright, OTP hits the ball up into the air in front of his own goal. Vortex is there to intercept, does a bit of a U-turn and hits it, but OTP hits it over onto Willow Canyon side of the field. And Melonhead hits the ball in. They scored. The score is now 1-1. We are tied. Looks like they're trying to make up for round 1. Hey Thomas, wave hi. Wave to the camera the next time someone scores. Alright, Willow Canyon wins the kickoff. Vortex does an aerial to hit the ball towards the corner of the field. Upfix hits the ball once more, hits it over towards Apollo's goal, and Vortex is there for an aerial, but Melon had blocked it before the ball could get in front of the goal properly. Upfix hits the ball over towards his own side of the field for some reason. I don't know. There's probably a good reason for it. I just don't understand Rocket League as well as I probably should, having announced it for a while. Anyway, Upfix hits the ball over towards Apollo's goal, but Captain Cool is there to intercept and hits the ball up in front of the goal. Yukio comes in at the wrong angle and hits the ball into the corner, and Melonhead hits the ball into the corner again. Upfix hits the ball over towards Apollo's goal. OTP hits the ball across the field and over towards the goal, but Vortex bumps it and hits it into the corner to keep it from going into the goal. Melonhead hits the ball off the ground and up into the air in front of the goal, but Vortex hits it away and over onto Apollo's side of the field. Melonhead is there to intercept, and OTP goes for the ball, but Yukio hits it all the way over towards the goal, and it almost went in, but it bounced off the roofs. Upfix bounced off the roofs. Oh my gosh, I cannot go one stream without having a misquote. Misquote? Is that the right word for that? Whatever. Where was I? Oh yeah, Upfix hits the ball over towards the goal, and it almost goes in, but Melonhead is there to block it. That was so close. The ball is up in the air. 3 minutes left on the clock, and we are tied. Yukio hits the ball to OTP. The ball goes to Upfix, who hits the ball back down onto the ground and over towards Apollo's side of the field. However, Melonhead is there to stop him and hits the ball to Vortex. Vortex hits the ball up into the air, across the field, and over towards the goal. And Yukio almost hits it in, but it bounces off the roof and does not go in. That was so close. OTP takes the ball back over onto Willow Canyon side of the field and almost goes in, but Upfix is there to block it, and Vortex hits the ball. Oh, my throat. Hits the ball over towards Apollo's side of the field. OTP hits the ball back onto Willow Canyon side of the field. They're playing frickin' volleyball at this point. Vortex hits the ball over onto Apollo's side of the field, and the ball is rolling. Upfix hits the ball towards the goal, and it goes in! It goes in! Upfix single-handedly brings the ball from one side of the field over to the other. That was amazing. That was great. Hey, wave hi, Upfix. That's Upfix, everybody. Alright. OTP hits the ball over towards the... I'm still on auto cam. The camera's just being weird. OTP hits the ball up into the air over towards the goal. Upfix knocks it down onto the ground and over towards Apollo, but that Captain Cool? I think that was Captain Cool. Knocks the ball halfway across the field and over back onto Willow Canyon side. Vortex dribbles the ball on the roof of his car and hits it towards the goal, but he's intercepted. And Upfix and Yukio both attempt an aerial, but fail. Vortex hits the ball. Never mind, he does not hit the ball. Melonhead hits the ball over towards Willow's side of the field, and Yukio misses an aerial. Vortex hits the ball up off the roof over towards Apollo's side of the field, misses, and Melonhead takes the ball back over onto Willow Canyon side of the field. Yukio hits the ball over back onto Apollo's side of the field and towards the goal. Can it go in? No, because OTP is there to block it and hits it back down into the ground. Alfred is missing one cable. Definitely Vortex. Why did I say definitely? I just call him Vortex. Hits the ball towards the goal. 1 minute left on the clock with a score of 2-1. This is still anybody's game. This is close, people. The ball is headed towards Apollo's goal, and Yukio scores! That was great. Let's watch that replay. So Yukio hits the ball. It bounces all the way over off the roof. And then he bounces it. Instead of it bouncing away, he bounces it right back into the goal. That was great. Score is now 3-1 Willow Canyon's favor with 51 seconds left on the clock. I'd say we've got this in the bag unless they start screwing up all of a sudden. Upfix hits the ball over towards Apollo's goal. It goes over, however. Yukio hits the ball off the roof of the goal, and Melonhead is there to hit it over onto Willow Canyon side of the field. However, Captain Cool hits the ball over onto Willow Canyon side and almost hits it into the goal, but it bounces right past. 30 seconds left on the clock. OTP hits the ball over towards Melonhead, who hits the ball over to Vortex, who hits it over Melonhead's head. Get it? And Yukio hits the ball over onto Apollo's side of the field. Someone I didn't see who hit it off the wall. Melonhead hit the ball down onto Willow's side of the field. 8 seconds left. We've got this. The ball is hit, almost goes towards Willow Canyon's goal, but it's hit away. Yukio takes the ball up into the air. The clock has run out. The ball has hit the ground. Willow Canyon wins round 2. So just a reminder, we only need one more round, and if we win next round, that's game. We don't need to worry about any other rounds. If we win next round, that's game. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. All done. Alright. Oh my gosh, you would not believe how sore my voice gets after yelling this much. Alright. Going into round 3. 2, 1, go! Upfix hits the ball, winning the kickoff for Willow Canyon. And he follows it up the wall and hits it over towards Apollo's goal. However, every member of Apollo's team is there to intercept, and Upfix hits it over into his own side of the field, likely to keep away from Apollo's members. Yukio then hits the ball over the goal and over towards Vortex, who hits it back onto Apollo's side of the field, past Captain Cool, and right in front of, almost goes in front of the goal, but Melonhead is there to intercept. Vortex hits it in front of the goal, and Captain Cool blocks it, hitting it back over to Vortex, who hits it towards Upfix, who hits it over towards the goal, but OTP is there to block it this time. OTP then takes the ball, hits it over Vortex's head and in front of the goal, and he almost hits it in, but it bounces off the wall. That was so freaking close. Upfix hits the ball over to, almost hits it into the goal, but it misses, and Melonhead is trying to take the ball over to Willow Canyon's side of the field, but Vortex blocks it, and then hits it off the wall and up into the air towards Willow Canyon's side of the field. Yukio hits the ball off the wall, off the corner, and over towards Apollo's goal. Melonhead hits the ball back off the wall and over towards center field. Yukio hits the ball up into the air and over towards OTP, who hits the ball off the wall, down onto the floor, and over towards Willow Canyon's side of the field. However, Vortex stops him and hits it back over onto Apollo's side of the field, where OTP is there to intercept it from going into the goal. Yukio hits the ball up into the air, and it hits the ground. Vortex is there to hit it back over towards Apollo's goal. But Upfix hits it over, and stuff is happening. I need to take a second to breathe. And we're back. Okay. Upfix hits the ball over towards Apollo's side of the field and down off the floor. Vortex is there to intercept the ball, hitting it over towards Apollo's side of the field before one of their players can hit it into the goal. With 3 minutes left on the clock and no scores so far, this round may go on for a while, especially if no scores are made before overtime happens. But Vortex hits the ball off the wall, and OTP knocks the ball over to Upfix. Upfix then hits the ball towards the goal, but Captain Cool intercepts and hits it to Upfix. Upfix then takes the ball, hits it up into the air, off the wall, and over towards the goal. OTP takes the ball, however, hits it past the goal, up onto the wall, and over towards Willow Canyon's goal, where Yukio intercepts. But OTP hits it again, and hits it towards Upfix, and almost hits it in, but it barely scrapes by the goal, and Vortex intercepts, hitting it up into the air, off the wall, and down onto the ground. Keep in mind, everyone... Oh, never mind. Upfix finally scores for Willow Canyon, bringing the score up to 1-0 Willow Canyon's favor. With 2 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock, we spent 2 minutes and 47 seconds trying to get that goal. Alright. As long as we can keep stalling for the rest of the game, we win. The ball goes to... Was that RTP? That was OTP. Upfix hits the ball up into the air and over towards Willow Canyon side of the field. And he demoed Melonhead in the process. Nice job. Captain Cool stops the ball from going into the goal, however. Vortex goes for round 2, but is blocked by every single member of Apollo's team. And Upfix hits the ball up off into the air, and stuff is happening. Ugh. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. OTP hits the ball down onto the ground over towards Vortex, puts it up into the air off of Upfix, and over towards Willow Canyon side of the field. Now see, I think my problem and why I'm stumbling so much today of all days is that I had a Coke Zero Cherry instead of Coke Zero Cherry Vanilla, because the school replaced all of the cherry vanillas with the new Starlight flavor, which even though I tried to get it, it was out of stock, despite the fact that there was clearly an entire stock there for it. So I ended up getting a Coke Zero Cherry, and now I'm stumbling, so clearly it's because all my power was reliant on the Coke Zero Cherry Vanilla. And so when I substitute it with just plain cherry, now I'm stumbling a ton. Anyway, 1 minute left on the clock. We're still 1-0. The ball is over in Apollo's court, and Yukio scores! The score is now 2-0. Yukio managed to sneak it past all their players. Nice job. And with the score of 2-0 and a minute left on the clock, it's possible for them to come back, but given how they've been playing this game, I'd say we've got this. Was that Vortex? I think that was Vortex. Won the kickoff for Willow Canyon, hitting the ball up into the air. Yukio missed an aerial, and Melonhead hits the ball off of the wall. Capsized Karen says, yes! I agree, yes! Yukio hits the ball to Melonhead, and then to Captain Cool. Captain Cool then takes the ball over to OTP. OTP takes the ball over towards the goal, but hits it up into the air to keep Willow's players from getting to it. Melonhead attempted an aerial, but missed, and 30 seconds are left on the clock. Upfix hits the ball up into the air over OTP and into the hands of Melonhead, who hits the ball to Vortex. Vortex then does a bit of a U-turn in an attempt to get to the ball, and hits it before Melonhead can. Captain Cool hits the ball up into the air off the corner, and there are now 10 seconds left on the clock. OTP hits the ball towards the goal, and he scores! There are 7 seconds left on the clock. The score is 2-1, which means they still have the opportunity to tie the game by getting a kickoff goal. If they get a kickoff goal, the game is tied. So Willow Canyon has to do whatever they can to keep them from getting that goal. Alright, here we go again. Apollo wins the kickoff. Melonhead is going for the ball, but Yukio stops him. The clock has run out, and the ball hit the ground. Willow Canyon wins! That is game. Woo! Who's playing All I Do Is Win? Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Everyone wave bye to the camera. Nice. Thank y'all for watching. Wait, why did our viewer count just skyrocket right at the end of the game? We have 8 viewers. Why? Yeah, it's all you. It's all you. It's all you, Pedro. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Tune in next week to see us play once more. And no, all their names are the same. Anyway, so we'll see you guys next week. We'll be back with more amazing Rocket League, some more hijinks, and I'm ending the stream. Okay, goodbye.